Hey! Today you will learn a lot about Scotland. Let's get started. Scotland is located in the very north of Great Britain and occupies about 800 more of the nearest islands. The total area of the country reaches 79,000 square kilometers. Over 5 million people currently live on such a large territory. Scotland is an autonomous part of Great Britain with its own Prime Minister and Parliament. 5 years ago, some Scots wanted to secede from Great Britain, but in the assembled referendum, only 45% of voters supported the idea. The people in Scotland are famous for their friendliness, but there is one thing that can instantly piss off even the most peaceful Scotsman. Despite the fact that in the referendum, most of the voters chose to remain part of Great Britain, the Scots are very offended if they are called British. Scotland is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Vegetation, animals and people in the country enjoy the mild, cool, humid climate. The relief in this part of the UK rises from the northern lowland plain to the southern low highlands. Small forests and lakes, low hills and rocks are typical for the country. Speaking of Scotland, it is imperative to say about its lakes. The country cannot boast of their large number or depth of waters, but each lake is able to conquer the heart with its beauty. One of the most famous and mystical lakes in the world is located right here, Loch Ness. Nowadays, not many people believe in the existence of a mysterious underwater monster, but the lake still continues to attract visitors and delight them at least with good fishing. The territory of the country has been inhabited by people for about 10,000 years. It is believed that the first settlement of Skara Brae appeared in the 4th millennium BC. Local tribes fought off the Romans, skillfully taking advantage of the harsh nature and difficult terrain. Scotland was able to escape Roman occupation. But the British failed to defend the land. As a single state, Scotland was formed in 843. The scattered tribes were able to unite the first king, Kenneth MacAlpin. The country got its name from one of the united tribes, the Scots. And only 200 years later the Normans, who founded England, entered the land of the island. In the 18th century, Scotland was considered the most powerful industrial region in Europe. It was here that the Industrial Revolution began. The steam engine, penicillin, mechanical television, the telephone, all these inventions were given to the world by the Scots. Many consider the writings of Arthur Conan Doyle to be Scottish heritage as well, but this statement is erroneous. The writer was born and raised in an English family. In Scotland, Arthur was just studying at the University of Edinburgh. This institution also nurtured such luminaries of science as Robert Young, James Maxwell, Charles Darwin and others. The country is still famous for such a strong alcoholic drink as whiskey. Originally made either in the Middle East or Ireland, Scotch whiskey has now become a proprietary national brand. The monopoly on its production and sale was obtained by the Guild of Barbers and Surgeons as early as 1505. There is a unique analog of sausage in the country, haggis. Residents are very proud of this national dish. Lamb offal is used to create haggis. They are chopped, sprinkled with spices, and then boiled in a sewn-up ram's stomach. It is a very well-known fact that in Scotland, as well as in Ireland, compared to the rest of Europe, there are a lot of red-haired people. The number of people with red hair is about 13% of the total population of the country. Science explains this phenomenon by the fact that red hair and white skin help the body to better produce vitamin D. If the information was useful to you, be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.